So finally, the justice system does do its job, family, or so it appears, because we all know the system of racism, white supremacy looks after and takes care of its own. But here we have it, a white supremacist gang by the name of the Peckerwoods. Dozens have been taken down out there in California, San Fernando Valley to be exact. So I got the audio and the video of this family, and we're going to walk through and talk about this. Fair use.
We begin today with the arrest of 42 members of the San Fernando Valley-based white supremacist street gang, the Peckerwoods. The indictment charges a total of 68 defendants with numerous federal crimes.
And now in this news order, Sid Garcia is live at the LAPD's North Hollywood station with the details and video of some of the arrests made today. Sid?
Side note, I hear there's a lot of anti-black racist activity that goes on out there in California, and San Fernando Valley, to be exact, is one that's notorious for it. But let's continue.
Guys, it was the LAPD, the FBI, the DEA, and other police agencies that took part in the takedown today. As you mentioned, dozens of members of this white supremacist gang were taken down, and according to the feds, they committed more than just hate crimes.
Taking the guns out of the hands of gang members, taking drugs off our streets, increases the safety and reduces the harm that these activities pose to our communities.
The LAPD, FBI, DEA, and other law enforcement agencies announced today that they've taken down dozens of members of the notorious white supremacist gang, the Peckerwoods.
We don't hear about this all the time, white supremacist gangs being taken down, because the system of racism, white supremacy looks after and takes care of its own. A lot of people, a lot of these judges practice white supremacy, so they'll get in the courtroom and the judge will be pampering these type of people, with these type of individuals, and looking out for them. The whole system is rigged, if you ask me, because a lot of the time these people, these kinds of individuals go into these courtrooms and they're shown favor and partiality. But let's continue.
Gang is based out of the San Fernando Valley. 29 federal arrest warrants were served this morning. 68 members of the gang were indicted on charges ranging from gun violations to identity theft.
It appears, however, that the business of hate was not enough for them. Their criminal activity took on different forms.
Good written. These types of no good individuals don't even deserve to be on the streets, you know what I mean?
Driven by greed, as alleged today, they engaged in drug distribution, multiple fraud schemes, and firearms offenses.
42 of the 68 gang members indicted are now in custody. The remaining 26 are fugitives. The Peckerwoods, according to federal law enforcement, have aligned themselves with the Aryan Brotherhood and Mexican Mafia prison gangs.
See, you hear that? Mexican Mafia prison gang. This is why we tell the family that black and brown stuff must be removed from your vocabulary. There's no such thing as black and brown. We as foundational black Americans are all we got, you know what I mean? And truth be told, us trying to pull all these other groups in, because I mainly notice black people doing this, claiming some black and brown minority coalition. This weakens us. We're stronger alone. We got enough wherewithal, guts, and tenacity to stand on our own. We need not to pull these other groups in, because these other groups of people give a damn about no foundational black Americans. Here we have it. These Mexicans are on the side of white supremacy. And this is, truth be told, not all the time, but a lot of Latinos and a lot of immigrants, period, coming into the U.S., they'll align with white supremacy, to get whatever they feel they got to get for their groups. And they'll sell foundational black Americans out. There is no unity among minority people, peoples of color, and there especially ain't no black and brown unity. So remove that from your vocabulary, my people, because case in point, this Peckerwood street gang have aligned themselves with the Mexican Mafia, you know what I mean? And they both probably, they both align against black people. So yeah, just be on the lookout of that, family. Be aware, because to be aware is to be alive. A lot of these other groups, they don't see themselves, even if they are people of color, they don't see themselves as being one with us. The only oneness foundational black Americans got is the oneness of us getting on code with one another and standing alone, because us, pulling all these other people in, it weakens us. You know what I mean? If you put creamer in a coffee, what's it do? It dilutes that coffee. It weakens the coffee. We can stand right on our own, but let's continue.
What we wanted to do through this investigation was neutralize this threat as quickly as possible. So as I said, we're not going to wait around for a tragedy to occur. We're going to take action right away And in order to do that, we use every tool in our federal toolbox to address that, and that's what we've done today.
Again, 42 of the 68 indicted are in custody. They're still looking for the other 26. The sentences, if convicted on the charges, range from as low as 10 years to life in prison.
So yeah, it appears in this case the wheels of justice are working. At least it appears that way. If they don't get up in the courtroom and these white supremacist judges that sometimes sit at the seat of the judgment seat don't get up there and pamper them and put a diaper on them and look after them and coddle and cradle them. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.